broad strides and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we walked were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular above her singing gay through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome back, everyone, again to the S&M Iracing series here on the CSR broadcast channel. We are from Daytona tonight. Yes, Daytona. We're switching up from Talladega. Should be a good one here. Got a couple more drivers than the last race. Hopefully, during qualifying, some guys find their way into the lobby. Continue to fill this thing out like a normal S&M field there. Lake Lloyd in the middle with Daytona International Airport right behind the Daytona International Speedway. Well, while we're getting going here, the guys are going after qualifying here. I want to give a big shout out to Highline Racing Network and our counterpart here, RSI Broadcasting on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, welcome. We're going to try to stream now. We were predominantly on Twitch there for a while, but we're going to go ahead and simultaneously broadcast here on the CSR broadcast channel here. We got some more leagues coming up we're going to start doing here. So these guys going to hopefully put on a good show for you here in the Gen 6 cars from Daytona as you see these guys getting around the racetrack right now. Well, as these guys are getting ready to wrap up qualifying here from the Daytona International Speedway, they will all be chasing to end up here. The Daytona International, virtual Daytona International Speedway victory lane here this evening. Looking like 50 laps here as well. So give these guys a chance to wow you because they definitely know how to get it done here. And man, they have put on some great photo finishes here from the S&M Iracing Motorsports series here. You can see just a couple of clips in. We have to do some updating here on some of our graphics here. You saw one of the last Daytona finishes here, all by a nose 3 wide coming down to it. Well, we'll save some of the newer things we have for the Friday night showdown. We're probably going to be broadcasting all week long here for the S&M series. We unfortunately suffered something in our shoulder. We may have tore the rotator cuff in our right shoulder, so racing is probably not in the cards. We're in a little bit too much pain to be trying to move that thing around and wheel these cars around Daytona here this evening. Well, we'll save the keys to the race, but the one thing I do want to talk about, if you look at the rear spoiler on the Gen 6 cars at Talladega, they're not just a traditional spoiler that's kind of angled up. And actually, if you look, it kind of has an L shape. It has almost a top to the splitter, the rear wing, which really will, play factor here for the side draft. It creates a ton of drag on these cars. Well, like I said here, we'll go back through. We've seen some of the close finishes here from the S&M series. I know I had a couple other ones in here, but oh well, they're not here for some reason. So as these guys wrap up qualifying, we'll send it down for the command.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
All mighty Mr. Kevin James there, given the fire of the command. And these guys have wrapped up qualifying here this evening. They'll be getting the rundown from the admin team here. Looking like a lot of guys not putting times in. Looking like, I'm going to say probably, I think 2 or 3 of them left. So looking like another 12 to 14 car field. It is a little late here on the East Coast, approaching midnight here. So usually these late races anymore, we found the third shifters here at S&M, and they've been packing these in, but not so much tonight. But you're seeing the difference between first and second, just a little under, over a tenth of a second. But from first to fifth is less than tenth of a second there. Ming Hong there, grabbing the pole position for this one tonight. We are under the lights at Daytona. Can't imagine the Tep is going to be very hot. It is not. 65. These guys will have max grip out there to try to get these things wheeling around the racetrack as they get going. Well, the cars are getting ready to roll off here this evening. Get a great shot of it here. These guys in front of all these virtual fans. Man, I wish the stands were still packed like they were in the early 2090s. We definitely got to do something here in NASCAR to get to get the fans back in the stands. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of the next-gen car. Some of the racing is good. Some of it is very mediocre. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section about the next-gen versus these Gen 6 cars. Personally, I am still a fan favorite of these. If I had my choice of probably some of the greatest racing we got of all time with a generation of car, I probably would throw the Gen 4 up into the mix. I think the Gen 4 with that high horsepower just really showcased drivers' talents from the virtual world and to real life here. I think Gen 4 was more of a just strictly driver's car. Well, 50 laps, the first 15 will stay green flag no matter what happens on the racetrack, and then they will throw a caution. And lap 35 as well here as these cars getting ready to roll off. Some awesome looking cars, especially under the lights here. It always adds with the chrome. Always adds another thing. Look like somebody may have missed the grid there. So just going in just a little late. So as these guys go around here, get ready for their laps here this evening. I don't see Mr. Haley as well. I think he may have shut her down for the night. That's all right. Looking like we still have 14 cars. So a couple more cars than the first go round here for the S&M Iracing Motorsports. I mean, you're going to have these nights. They race 7 days a week, sometimes once or twice an evening. So these guys just really continuing to grow this series here. No points. This is just fun. These are a series they run every night. The host, Ricky Miles, James Smith, Randy Schweitzer, putting these things on every single night here from the super speedways. So awesome to continue to have these guys come out and support here. So we'll get our ticker up there in the top left as these cars roll down the super stretch here. Well, a super stretch is technically Talladega. We'll just call it the back straightaway here at Daytona. And yeah, the 11 there, and an MDH Designs Ford, almost like a kind of look like the old Dale Jr. What was that? The National Guard car there, I think, or Nationwide car. I'm gonna say it's more in the style of the Nationwide car here. Well, the nice part about Daytona too is we do have a couple other camera angles available to us, including this green flag cam, which we will go to here as these guys get ready to get this thing kicked off. Look like Jamie Shaw snuck his way in here on us as well. So the pace car pulls down to the left. The green is out. We are away for the S&M series at Daytona. Guys going around the racetrack right now here. Trying to get a look at, I don't see James Smith in here. He was just here, but side by side through turns 1 and 2. 6 car hanging tough there on the outside as they go down. The 15 car, I'm thinking the 6 Valvoline car, of Mark Martin there on the back straightaway, getting a push from Dakota Cook on the outside. Now dropping down to the bottom-ish lane of the racetrack. The 9's going to try to come down, but he's definitely not clear. Hanging on to that one. Sebastian going to get a little out of shape. The 9's continuing to try that hard side draft, and David Johnson going to get him a little out of shape there with a bad bump. The 71 try to hang on as well. They scatter a little bit, but all is well. They cross the start-finish line. Lap 1 goes to the 15 car there as the 11 falls back to 4th place there on the start. So really enjoy some of the camera angles we get here from Daytona. I think they just work a little bit better than Dega as the field continues to go around the racetrack here. Ricky Miles did miss the start. He is just getting picked up back here. He's got his teammate Jamie Shaw right with him. So they know the first 15 laps, they're going to get their caution flag, and they will get back after it here. So no harm, no foul there for those drivers as they come at a turn 4. Great shot. These cars wheeling around the racetrack right now. I'll give you an idea of the speed. 195 exiting turn 4, almost 200 at time of tri-oval there. Probably over 200 miles an hour. Yeah, going into one, and that is the leader. These guys a little further here in the draft. If they can get a big run, you will see speeds well over 200 miles an hour. Sometimes if you get somebody who really knows how to push, 210, 212 going down these straightaways. These custom setup underneath the hood of these machines really put on some fantastic racing there. As you see Robert Louval there saying he's in the 83, but yeah, there he is. He's on the Nationwide car there. That is more of the Dale Jr. scheme. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure that 11 car is in the style of one of the Dale Jr. cars there, just in a 11 there, as Mr. Swartz continues to lead us around here from Daytona as the field quickly kind of falling in line right now. Nobody really trying to risk their stuff. They do have limited fast repairs. They do have limited fuel on board, as always, for the S&M series, so these guys will continue their journey around. Got to keep an eye on that fuel. Got to keep an eye on just about everything out here on the racetrack for these guys. We got to work on our YouTube settings over here. We're looking a little dark. The first time multi-streaming here for us. We usually get YouTube in the 4K resolution. Right now it's just running at 1080 along with Twitch. So I just want to keep an eye on that. We're going to play with that all throughout the week here until we get the Friday night main event for the S&M series here. We'll have it all sorted out for you guys, so you can watch on Twitch or YouTube now, which is great. We'll also try to get a TikTok going. We're gonna start to pick up some actual official league broadcasts as well. Hopefully, continuing to grow this channel. We appreciate everyone's support for everything you guys have done for the CSR broadcast channel and S&M. Try to get the S&M series in front of a couple more eyes. If you have a league that you want broadcasted, hit me up on Discord, Craig8392. You find me in there. Wednesday nights are probably going to be spoken for the most part, but any other day of the week, I will get back to you and let you know. We're just getting into it, so I don't really know what broadcasters usually charge. We're going to stay relatively cheap. We have no interest in taking a bunch of people's money, just at least offset the cost of some of these broadcast things. So probably in the $30 to the $50, whatever we agree that's reasonable. If you guys want a broadcaster for your races, let me know. I'll be happy to continue to put on some iRacing races for you guys. Keep track of your points, the story. We also have some partners involved with us as well. We kind of have a virtual AI sports center for your league. If you want to make some funny clips, some highlight videos, we can take care of all that. We got some partnerships going on. It's going to be a blast to continue to grow here with you guys. Hopefully the NASCAR 25 game, when it comes out, we'll be able to broadcast and do some cool things on that. Maybe just straight up live streaming from the console. Can't wait to be doing that. But right now, Mr. Swartz continuing to lead with Dakota riding P2. Really not putting the charge on. Mean Hong here sitting on the bottom side of the racetrack. The top groove is starting to move forward just a little bit. You got Zachary King there in the 13 machine. Was that a Yaley-inspired paint scheme? I forget who ran that car. Who's running it, but now they lost their draft on the outside. Jerry Fassick going down low right there. So they are looking like these guys are kind of content with riding right now. No one really wanting to tear up the race cars. We'll get a look back here. There is some guys here in this further pack back. Yes, Keith McCracken, Jeff London back here with Ricky Miles and Jamie Shaw kind of just riding around. I think they lost a draft, but they will get a yellow flag and some stage breaks here. So anybody, if you ever get caught a lap down at the S&M Series, you are free to just take off and go ahead and get it done and get back on the lead lap, get your race cars repaired, and get back out there. So that is one of the awesome things at the S&M Series. It says we're kind of quiet. Okay, we'll crank it up there, Mr. King. Appreciate that. See, this is what we've got to keep an eye on here. We've been we'll go ahead and crank it up here a little bit. Let me know if that's any better there, Mr. King. Trying to keep an eye on both chats here. So, you know, we're learning as we go here this evening as you continue to see these guys get around this racetrack right now. Let's go ahead and crank it up. Let's get on board with a couple of these guys and listen to these cars sing around the racetrack. Oh, we have some cars around back here. Some guys with some bad pushes have gone around the 9, the 26, and they're going to be right in the way as this other field is trying to squeak by. Boom, there you go. That 9 car slid down the hill. I know his car was broken. He probably was standing on the brakes. Could not get that thing down there, so we will go ahead and take a live look at that. In just 4 laps, we will make sure we go back and kind of see what transpired through that. I got it keyed up here already, so we'll get another look at that. You did see on the Crank It Up cam, some of these guys well over 200 miles an hour, too. I think I saw 204, 205 out there on the racetrack, so these guys definitely moving around out here. Probably a lap times in the 44 seconds somewhere in there. I will try to get that information for you guys as well. We do have, like I said, we got some new tools here we're going to try to play with and look at. I know I have looking at lap times. Let's see here if we can see here. Yeah, 45.6 as the leader, so he's moving out there. Jerry has fallen back a little bit there. These are some kind of cool tools. Yeah, 45.5, so he ran almost a second faster there, Zachary, in the 13 machine there, as we're going to see these guys start to dive onto pit road now. Here comes the leaders. Jim's going to be out there by himself. That is going to hurt there. You're not going to really want to do that, running a lap out by yourself. So now, unless Mr. Jim saved a bunch of fuel and can kind of make it try to coast this thing around, going to be tough to do. He's got Jeremy Kate and Jerry Fassett still on the racetrack as well, with all the leaders that were on pit road. Of course, it loves to show this camera. Yeah, oh, none of these cameras work. Great. That's awesome. There we go. These guys are not seeing any tires up on their cars at all. So the 3 of them, hopefully get it sorted out here. Iracing doing a good job keeping them kind of invisible there. Still, there they go. You did see the rear end of the 15 step out a little bit, so I wonder if tire wear is going to be a little bit of an issue here. Now Jim is making his way onto pit road. See him, the sparks flying out from under that thing. Oh, got a lot of rear brake into it. Too much rear brake. Downshift. The 21's going to go off the racetrack. That is not what you want to see. He is going to, unfortunately, have to serve a black flag for entering pit road incorrectly. Jeremy Kate and Jerry Fassett also on pit road as well. So now I assume this will be your lead battle for the stage win here with the 15 and the 11. They're getting sorted out. Mi Hung and Dakota Cook, right there in line. So I have a feeling this might be who comes away with the stages. Jerry is just leaving pit road right now, and these guys are already coming through the tri-oval, so they will be well up to speed in time to go by. So the first yellow flag will come out for the end of stage number 1 as they cross a line this time. Now the 12, like, he's being scored. Yeah, right there. Okay, Dakota has now passed Jerry. There we go. In P3, he's got a chance to do something here. He's kind of laying back. If he can get a good run on Mr. Swartz and Hong here going into 3 and 4, might be able to side draft, might be able to get something going here as they head into 3 and 4 for the completion of stage number 1 here this evening. And we will make sure we go back and we see that wreck again. We will throw up the instant replay. Right now, looking like nobody wants to step in and take the stage away. So give stage 1 away from to Shans Swartz here at the S&M Series. Stage 1 winner. So now anybody a lap down who have fallen a lap down at any point in this race can take off and go ahead and get a lap back, or as many laps as they can back. Let's get a look here to see. We'll go with the old blimp cam here and see. We'll slow it down here a little bit. The 9 was out there on the outside. Don't know if we're going to have some net code maybe that goes around. He's just going to try to come down and side draft to 26, and unfortunately, he's just going to turn him straight into the fence. Going to come around to 26. Oh, barrel rolling. Wow. Sebastian went for a ride right there. And unfortunately, these guys on the brakes here trying to roll it, get off. Boom. Absolutely hammered by a couple other cars here. So we'll get another look on board here. We'll try to go with Sebastian's onboard camera here from the roll bar, which is really the roof cam here, just riding around. And next thing you know, he is in the outside wall, going for a bit of a tumble, gets sent in the air. The camera actually blacked out on us there for a second. You can hear he's got the tires locked, but that suspension is destroyed. And then these guys barely squeaking by out there on the outside. We'll try to queue up one more time here. Get a live look on board with these guys is going down. Yeah, just tries to come down and side draft. Unfortunately, too close. As you see the 26 there up in the air. He's got it locked down. He's got it right there. Yeah, he's trying to get it off the racetrack, but that last hit by the 26 is going to pull him down right in front of this field here. So he's going to be tore up. Definitely a fast repair going to be needed for the 37, and others. So we'll get a live look back up front here. These guys on and off of pit road again. Grab some tires or whatever. If you guys aren't in the Discord, make sure you check out the Discord links on the social media here. The whole broadcast was quiet. Okay, yeah, we got to readjust our YouTube settings because they are, we haven't used YouTube in a little bit, so trying to get these things to work together. We literally just started it. Last race was the first time we did it here. Oh, and that might be why as well. I had the damn thing muted. That's why it was quiet. It never unmuted itself. We're sitting there doing the the crank it up cam, and the background was all quiet. Oh boy. Well, you see, you gotta figure it out sometimes here. Right now we weren't doing it. I'm just gonna. You might get an echo here. There we go. All right. Now we have the sound. So I definitely owe you guys another crank it up here. Rookie over here. I'm on some. I'm going to blame it on the painkillers I'm on right now for my shoulder over here goofing up and making some mistakes out here. But now you will have audio from the racetrack. Don't know why. I guess when we were testing things, we accidentally muted that. So, yeah, sorry about that. We'll get that all sorted out going forward here. But let's bring in one of the drivers here while we have an opportunity to. Let's bring in the 71 car, Mr. Jerry Fassett. How's it going, bud?
Hey, not too bad. How are you?
We're doing all right. Riding P6 right now. The chrome looks great under the lights there. We're seeing a little bit longer pit stop. Do we opt for right side tires on that stop?
Yes, we did.
All right. So the track temps do seem to be down a little bit. Are we noticing any tire wear issues, or is that just preemptive trying to not need them later?
Hopefully not need them later, but my right rear was at 99, so I just said I'll take right sides.
Yeah, after only 15 laps, I mean, it's only 1%, so not a lot, but with 50 laps, if it's after, 15, you're looking, once they get hot, they start to wear a little faster, so probably a good move there. What do you think of the racing on track so far?
Actually, it hasn't been too bad, boy. We had a little snafu early there, and everybody kept it together, and I was kind of impressed.
Yeah, that was close there. A couple guys slamming in the back room. Racing to lap 35 now. What's it going to take here to grab the stage number 2 victory?
Get on and off pit road before anybody else.
There you go. Well, I know you're going green, so I'll let you get back after it.
All right, thank you.
Let's bring in another AWR car. Let's hear from the driver himself, who went for one hell of a ride there, Sebastian. Boy, I just bad side draft going wrong. Next thing you know, you're facing the wall and in the air.
Yeah, unfortunately, not much you can do in a situation like that. It's just a part of racing.
Well, there you go. You've had that 26 car up front. Some guys top it off there. There already talks about fuel out there on the racetrack.
Yeah, I'm sitting at a good stop right now. It looks like I'll have enough fuel on the stage, unlike the last race, to make it to the end.
Yeah, that was a tough one there, but looking like a couple more drivers in this one, so maybe you see that yellow flag a couple more times. We only had 2 cautions the last race, which is pretty awesome for a super speedway race.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's good to see that everybody was on their best behavior, per se.
There you go. All right, well, good luck in this one.
Yep, thank you.
Really do appreciate the drivers letting us kind of bother them up here in the booth. So set the stage here for stage number 2. You're going to have Swartz, Cook, Hong, Fassett, Kate, Zachary King, Robert Luval, Sebastian Michaels, and Ricky Miles and Jeff Ledham. Jeff, if you're out there listening to the broadcast, let me know if I am messing that up for you. But this time we will have audio from the racetrack, so I will go ahead. I will set up the Crank It Up cam right now. Listen to you guys get these things back up to speed. Definitely hearing some of these guys working the throttle there. I mean, it's crazy how much time they spend out of the throttle here, and still at 203 with this setup on board for Jamie Shaw going into turn number 1 as they start to head on down the back straightaway out of turn 2 here. A little bit more racy this time here. Some guys trying to get their way up to the front here, getting it done down the back straightaway. And these boys are moving 203 heading into 3 and 4 in a pack. So when things happen, they do happen quick here from Daytona. You're going to see Zachary King now making a move on the outside, trying to side draft, and does a pretty good job of it. He's just going to need a little bit more help there on the outside from Ricky Miles. Those guys that tighten up the gap. They are 2 by 2, row 2 on back. We'll see if we get any 3-wide action. The 84 is not going to be scared to do that. We know that there from Mr. Shaw, and there he goes. He's got to round up against the wall out there. So, yeah, he's going to start to make his way from the high side. You see some of the sparks flying out from these cars. Man, that's sometimes it's just awesome, the graphic settings we can get in this game here, and just some of the realism there, as now they're 3 wide, a little further back. The 13 still hanging strong on the outside, now has pulled 2P3 there. Just going to need a little bit more help, a little tighter on the side draft. There he goes, getting right on the quarter panel of the 11. They're moving now. Oh, and 76 is going to go around. We're going to have one. There they go. Back here. Oh, man, the scoreboard's in the way. The 12's around. Looks like the 71 is around as well. So let's go ahead while we have an opportunity. Get this thing lined back up. We will see just what happens. Looking like they're already stacking up here, so let's back it up a little bit. You saw it there on the inside. The 76 goes up the track there. The 71 trying to check up. 26 just has no time to react there. We're in 1/4 speed, and like we said, at 200-something miles an hour, it happens quick there. A little bit of net code, but I think the 71 was going to come up and tag that car there. I believe that's a 12, yeah, going around. And then same thing, Michaels just has nowhere to go. Everyone else, for the most part, gets by. Looking like the guy who gets the worst end of it is going to be the 26 of Sebastian Michaels. We heard from him there. That's probably going to break the right front on that car, so he will probably need a fast repair there. Yeah, you see it there, the car dragging, going down there. It's a pretty good impact there for the 26 car. The wheel is, yeah, just barely hanging on. See the sparks dragging as he gets going. So let's get back live because Zachary King has gone to the point. Ricky Miles on the bottom side of the racetrack there. A big push from the 15, going to get the 5 a little out of shape. Now the 84 and 13 rocketing their way to the front, going down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. Let's see who can grab the stage win. Oh, now the 84 going to get a little out of shape there. Now he's going to try to get to the quarter panel of the 13. He's going to leave. Mr. King put Jamie Shaw to the point. Oh, the 21's going to tap the wall a little bit coming out of the corner as Jamie Shaw will lead this time around. Give Jamie Shaw his first lap sled. These guys are getting pretty racy. Oh, now we're getting them a little out of shape there. We did hear say after 15 laps, I mean, I know it was only 99%, but these guys for the most part were just kind of riding in line. When you get to racing and moving there a little bit, I think those tire wear will increase a little bit, especially on these longer runs. You'll probably be down to 96, 97. And for those who on the sim know, that isn't too bad. But when you're doing 204 miles an hour where the guy's shoving you in your back bumper, it's one of those things where it feels like you're down in these, I would say, the 70, 80% range on grip, with the downforce that these cars need to go through these corners at this speed. So while 99 doesn't seem that bad, if it was to get down to the 96, 98, at 204 miles an hour where the guy's shoving you into the corner and all the load being on the right side of the car, it definitely will make your car ill handling and definitely harder to push. And that's where you'll see the big runs coming. Somebody get a little out of shape, somebody have to lift a little bit, then you'll see him jump to the middle. You see him all over the racetrack there, as the high line has now completely prevailed on that inside lane. The 15 car now moving up. He wants the tow from that lane as well. So get a little further back here. There's Cook, Michaels out there on the racetrack. After their most recent incident, they will still get the yellow flag at some point. Now the 15, who has been so strong all night, falls into line at P4. Where does he go? He's going to go right back to the bottom of the racetrack. Can he drag anyone? Yes, the 11's going to go with him. So now the side draft games have to begin. And if these guys stay all the way up there against the wall, especially with Robert there tapping the wall a little bit, they will make up substantial ground here. You see it there now drawn even with the 21. Oh, man. These guys pounding the outside wall at the speeds that they're at. I wonder if with not taking right side tires now with over 30 laps on those right sides at 204 mile an hour, could they be getting a little tight there off the corners? You see Zachary King going to try to force his way up in there. Not going to be able to do it as they come out of turn 4 here. I believe we're only going to be about 6 or 7 laps away from the end of stage number 1. Talking is difficult. Here we go. All right, so now, we got some contact up front. The 15's going to go to the lead. The 21's a little out of shape now. A big run here for the 13. Can he get by and clear the 84? 84 is going to try to do his best to hang on that quarter panel and will get it. Just that little side draft killed the whole run that the 13 did have going, but now Jamie has no one in behind him. Now the 15's going to try to step out through the middle here, trying to force it. The 84 doesn't want to give it to him. They're going to have a small disagreement there. The 84 is going to tap the wall. Now the 13 going to pull back. ahead of the 15 for just a moment. Now, if you're Jamie Shaw and you just got fenced like that, are you going to work with the 13 car? Are you going to jump right back to his outside? The 15's coming down pit road, so now, Jamie Shaw slicing him behind that 13. Think he's showing his displeasure there. The 15, too much rear brake in it. He's going to go for a slide coming on the pit road there. Going to have to put it in reverse. That will kill his stage right there, barring getting any other caution, which I don't believe he's going to be able to. So try to get that thing fired back up and pointed in the right direction. Now the 84 all over the back of the 13, getting him a little out of shape. Jamie pushing hard there on Mr. King, maybe showing a little bit of displeasure there for the little bit of side draft, but now just pushing hard, getting down into 3 and 4, 197. I think this is where we're going to start to see that right side tire kind of make a difference there on the racetrack as they continue to go around here this evening. We'll get a look at our pit strategies here. The 13's coming in. I don't think the 84 knew, so they're going to get on. He's going to get that thing sideways. Now the 5 as well as around, same thing. He has too much rear brake in it. He's going to go sliding as well. So I'm thinking these tires are actually messing with the handling of the cars more than they expected here this evening. Be interested to hear some driver commentary at the end of this stage. We said a little bit of beating and banging back there, and now they're still going to race. So yeah, 12 to 13 laps is about all they're getting on fuel right now. So gotta imagine we'll see the rest of these leaders coming on the pit road this time by. They're side by side. Jamie Shaw still right there, hanging in the back of the field. Now Jim Segredo, believe right? Segredo. You're telling me? I think I got it right this time. The 21 hauling it, getting on the pit road. The 84 coming in hot, gonna make up a ton of ground, and is gonna get it checked up in time. So a big move getting on the pit road there for Jamie Shaw. And the 84 got that thing on there. Awesome. Actually going to inherently take the lead as they come across the line there. So, well, nope, his pit box is going to be a little short of the line, so he will not get the lap lead. But coming out of the pits, it's going to be where it's going to pay huge dividends there for the 84 car. He should cycle back out front here. We don't see any tires going up on anybody else. Jamie Shaw with a little bit longer of a pit stop, so wonder if he, in fact, did go ahead and take tires. Looks like he did because he is a little bit further behind these guys. You see Sebastian and company go around there on the outside. There's Zach King, who came on the pit road, but unfortunately by himself. But he is up to full song, so he might very well just get right back by these guys. You see Jamie there on the bottom of the racetrack. Yeah, so he's going to inherit the lead, but his problem is he's going to have no draft help whatsoever. So when Mr. Hong and Lugal get up to speed, they should just go rocketing by these guys here. We'll get a look at let's see our pit stop and time. So yeah, lap 29, 6.7 seconds for the 83. Jamie Shaw, I imagine, is going to be a little bit longer. Yeah, 10.4. So he probably went ahead and took those right side tires there on that pit stop, but unfortunately he's going to lose a little bit of the draft there, even with that big move on pit road. So now you see Mr. King coming across the start finish line. He's got 1.6, but it's already down to 1.4 now on the racetrack. So these guys now getting pushing. You will just see, we'll show you how the gap is closing here. I bet you by 3 and 4 they are probably on his back bumper, now down to under a second. And yeah, so they are going to get there, and they're going to get there quick. They are running 194, 6, 7, and he's 185. So yeah, definitely 200 miles an hour. Now they have his toe, so it'll really get going there. 200, yeah, and they're just going to go right on by Mr. King. So unfortunately, they're in the draft. Out there by himself is not going to help. Now can he latch onto this field part of this pack right here? Because this is where your stage winner will come from, more than likely, as long as they don't wreck each other out there. 2 Dale Jr. schemes up front. That's pretty much a status quo when you're at Daytona or Talladega there. An Earnhardt scheme being in the lead as Mihang continues to lead this one here. Now should have quite a few laps led here. No, only 3. That's right. He did lose the lead there off the start. You see Jamie Shaw a little further back. The field is a little spread out after those incidents on the racetrack there. So I wonder what this weather thing does. See, we're just going to play around. Okay, there you go. Temperature 64 degrees. Air temp is cool. No humidity. So yeah, these guys should be able to keep their temps lower to push harder here. As we're going to come to, I believe, 2 laps, or last lap in stage 1. I believe it's about 17-ish laps to go is when we see the stage break. I wish there was a different way, and I know there's a different way to change that ticker up. So we're going to play with that all week long before we get to the main event. We showcase, we kind of do a little bit more of a pre-race show and all the things before that. We have a couple other things up our sleeve for that. Now the 21's going to pull to the outside of the 83. He and Mr. King want to get moving back here for the stage win. So now he's just going to need to get down on the door of that 83 a little bit more. He's inching down the racetrack. Now he's got a little help here. So if they can get a side draft, the 13 side draft, it should pull that 83 right off. It did. Now the 11's going to slide up in front of him with a big move there, coming down to the finish line that time around. So I believe we are going to be 1 or 2 laps to go in stage number 2. Zach King, now he pushes the 11 around the racetrack to 21 with him. Now does the 21 go with him as the time goes to complete stage number 2 out here on the racetrack as they continue to rocket their way. Now the 21's going to leave him by himself now. 21-83 making a move to the outside. They do have the momentum there on the high side right now. The 21 puts himself in P1 for now. Robert Luval pushing him hard there. Can he keep him straight? Oh, going to get him a little out of shape. Turn the 21 down the racetrack. They're going to hang on to it as they're coming out of turn 4. Now what does Jim do? What does the 11 do? The 11's going to go to the outside, coming down to the stage, and it is going to be a drag race. Ew. I believe the 11 steals it in the last 50 feet there. Hold on. We're going to do some old school rewind. I know it's not the most professional, cleanest looking thing in the world, but yeah, we'll try to key this up here, get you a better camera angle of it here, coming down to it. The 11 just with a nose out in front for now. And yeah, give this stage to the 11 car coming across the line. So, love to see these kinds of finishes right now for the stages. It only going to show just what the end of this race might look like here. You see, have the 16 and the 15 1 lap down. They will go ahead and get their laps back. So down to 12 here for the final part of this one here this evening. So give your stage 2 win to the 11, just beating out the 21 there on the racetrack. Well, we're going to go ahead and let these guys get on the pit road, and then we will get... Yeah, we'll get some driver interviews. I'm just trying to look at the streams right now, trying to compare what they look like, trying to get these streams looking at right dialed in, checking out the comments for you guys watching out here. Appreciate you guys tuning in here this evening. Just going to try to continue to grow. That's the thing. Growth here. The CSR broadcast channel. Want to get you guys some more iRacing content, hopefully some NASCAR 25 content as that game soon rolls out. Getting a ton of crash notifications, nothing to worry about there. That was just guys stopping on the racetrack and trying to wait on the pace car to get in line so nobody has to take clear penalties or anything like that. But that is going to leave a pretty decent gap between P1 and P2. So now if you're the 11, do you go ahead and grab some tires here? Maybe not lose any track position with having almost a second on, almost a second and a half on P2 as they come into the pits here for Daytona. Well, these guys continue to get it done around the racetrack here for the S&M series here. Awesome shots from the Daytona International virtual Daytona International Raceway. You see these guys on pit lane from the fan cam. You get to see the race off of pit road. Some cool tools here. We're definitely trying to dial this up, make this more of a thing. So Zach King is now going to win the race off of pit road. It sounds like he's got that car off. So already thinking fuel conservation on the driver of the 13. And while we have a chance, I don't see the stage winner in chat. So let's go ahead. Let's bring in Zachary King here. How's it going, Zach?
Hey, man, what's going on? How y'all doing?
We're doing well. You've had that 13 car up front there. A little bit of beating and bang, a little roughhouse stuff there with the 84, but so far so good for the driver of the 13.
Yeah, it's been a fast Chevy Camaro today, and been really aggressive trying to make some moves, made some 3-wide moves, and made a little contact with 84, but nothing on purpose. But it is what it is, you know.
Yeah, especially when you're doing. We're seeing speeds over 200 miles an hour, 204, 205. How fast is things happening on the racetrack?
Yeah, the moves are just happening so quickly, and the runs are so great with these Gen 6 cars with the wicker bill on the back. You know, it's just trying to set yourself up to make a run. I forgot we were coming to the end of the stage, so I tried to back up and try to get a little run and make another 3-wide move. But you know, car's been fast all day. We've been able to drive from the back to the front. We're gonna should be starting from the lead here on the free start. So yeah, just really excited. Hopefully we can get this win.
Hopefully. If not, we will be talking to you at the end of the race. We always try to keep the interview the top 5 here, so good luck as this one goes on. Hopefully we'll see you in victory lane.
Thank you guys. Have fun.
Well, let's see if we can get a word in with the other part of that little bit of contact, the guy who will be on the outside of that row. See if we can find him in here. Mr. Jamie Shaw, saw you playing NHL 26 earlier, but snuck your way into the race.
Yeah, I got in here just the very end.
There you go. Well, a little bit of contact there with the 13. It's showing a little displeasure with some hard pushes, or is that just a racing deal?
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I don't know if I was side drafting too much and he didn't like it or what, but it seemed like he forced his way 3 wide there. And I kind of drove him like a bit of an asshole.
Well, there you go. Well, you got that car up front. Smaller field here tonight. What's it going to take to get the victory?
I'm just going to try and hang out in the high side here as best I can because I can at least control the bottom lane that way.
There you go. Well, good luck moving forward in this one.
All right, thanks, buddy.
Jamie Shaw, driver of the 84 machine out there. These guys getting ready to go back green flag racing. So this will be the final stage in this one. This will be cautious as needed. They won't throw it like for something immediately on the restart. However, they will throw it. When the leaders get into turn 4, usually got to do a lap or 2 under green flag conditions there, and then they'll throw the yellow flag. But you could see the intensity pick up. Some of the guys, you heard the 13 with the car was already shut off. So guys might already be worried about fuel. We saw it in the last race. We only had 2 yellow flags. So it came down to Trevor Haley winning it with half a tank of fuel. The P2 finisher with less than half of a tank, or half of a gallon, I should say, of fuel on board. So these guys already might be thinking of fuel. Well, while they go ahead and do that, we will let you guys again, since we messed it up the first time, we will go ahead and put it in the Crank It Up cam and let you guys, we'll put the speed up there. We'll change around the camera, see how this thing all looks as they get ready to roll it off and fire off for the end of this one from Daytona. Oh, we got one around. Oh, and they're going to take a huge shot here. This will bring the yellow flag back out. I think somebody just self-clearing themselves out there. The 12 is back in it again. The 15 is just going to check it up, get it through this wreck there. So, wow, we're under the Crank It Up cams here. We got some action. Looking like there was a big checkup on the outside. Maybe somebody tried to duck in line there. Wasn't quite clear, so let's dial up a CSR instant replay. Here we go. We're somewhere up here. We'll try to get it slowed down. Oh, all right. So I'm looking in the wrong spot. You guys may have seen it. My eye didn't catch it. I was looking somewhere else here. So looking like the 76 is behind the 84. I think he just sees the gap, and he's just going to slow down too much by changing that lane, coming right across the nose there of the 26. And that is just going to slide them back up the racetrack. Ricky Miles taking a decent shot there. The 11 got some damage. The 83... Man, Luval is like really on the brakes there, trying not to get involved. He's going to get a little bit of damage, but really not much, doing a great job here. This is just getting up to speed too, so these guys weren't really moving that fast, but it still happens quick. There it goes. You hear him hard on the brakes. He tries to get the throttle back up, thinking he was okay. I think the 83 will be just fine. I think a lot of these guys will be all right. Nothing too crazy on damage. It really didn't seem, except for the 78. Maybe the 80. Oh, yeah, no, the 16. He's being scored as the 16 car, but I believe on the door it has a 12. Yeah, that right front is completely broken on that car. A 72 looks like. Okay, maybe I was seeing that wrong all night with the dark on dark. It was hard to tell. Let's see if we can get a closer look at it. Yeah, looking like that. I can't tell what that font. You guys tell me if you guys see anything different there. Should get a good peek at it this time. It might be a 72. It might be a 12, just with a little funky font on there. But he's definitely going to want to bring that down to the attention of his crew there. Seeing Ricky Miles also looking like he's going to come on a pit road. I believe all the leaders with the exception of Zach King. Yeah, so Jamie turning in late. These guys going to top these cars off. So, again, fuel already on the mind of these guys. Sounds like the 13 has his car completely off. Let's get a listen. Yep, just heard him fire it back up. And, yep, punches the clutch, and he's got that car completely off. So, already some gamesmanship being played. These guys trying to max fuel save mode here. See when he gets this thing fired back up. We're trying to find the cockpit view over here. The car's fired back up. I guess we don't. There it is. Right at the end. There it is. Down to 300. When you see 300 RPMs, it means the motor is off. I wish iRacing kind of let us see the telemetry from behind the wheel there of the water and oil temps, but right here the car is completely off. You'll hear him here fire it back up. Clutch is in. There it is. Back into first gear. And back off. So he's already playing the fuel game here. Jerry Facet's going to move up. Seems like he is not too worried about fuel right there. So now we're going to have to get out of this camera. Yeah, the 71 also has got the clutch in on that one. I just heard him go to it there. Now the car is off. Usually if the clutch is just in, you're somewhere around 2,000 RPMs. If the motor is completely off, you will get it'll show us at least 300 RPMs there. He's got it down in the flat. So he's already max fuel save for the driver of the 71 as well. Let's just get a look and see who's all just came in. We're seeing 4 laps for majority of the field. That'll update as they cross the start-finish line here and give you some true numbers. So everyone came on pit road about 4 laps ago. However, I believe the 11 and 84 on back did just top off on fuel. So, yeah, I mean, looking like 15. Somebody stretched it 15. But for the most part, they're really only getting about 14 laps. I bet you that 15, boy, I bet you that was close coming onto pit road. The 15, speaking of 15, he is going to go top his car off right now yet again. So fuel already heavily on these guys' mind. There you go. So you see Jamie Shaw on back have all just went in. So 4 and 5 laps likewise for the leaders out front, which means a little less fuel in the car if you do end up getting green-white checkers. So setting the stage, we have Zachary King, Jerry Facet, Jamie Shaw, me, Hong, I believe it's Hong. Our buddy Jim in the 21, Ricky Miles as well, Sebastian Michaels, Jeff Ledham in the 37 car, Robert Luval and Dakota Cook all going to be inside your top 10 right now. Only two guys out of the top 10 as they run around the racetrack. Look like David Johnson might be sitting on pit road, maybe getting a tow, which will hurt the driver of that car. So getting the stage set, we're only going to have a handful of laps really to go in this one, especially after this caution. So going to be getting down to it here this evening. And the racing's been pretty good so far. What's up, Big Kid 97? What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming in and checking out the stream. Appreciate you guys, kind of just following us along here through the journey, all this. Helping this channel grow. Again, if you guys just like or follow the page, it really helps out a lot. Sorry, I'm just in here and chat. This bum shoulder really doesn't want me to get onto the keyboard right now. But yeah, the simulcast right now, Twitch and YouTube, both going. Appreciate you guys checking it out from beyond both streams. We're going to be doing it all week long here for the S&M series and the Friday night main event. That race will be packed. Every Friday night, there's about, I think, 60 guys register. About 45 to 48 are taking the green flag. Puts on some chaos, that is for sure, when the numbers get that high. But then when it gets down to business, the guys who came to race always end up being there. And we are back green. We are going to have, I believe, 9 laps to go from Daytona. Zach King out front gets a great restart to 71. Caught sleeping there just a little bit. 84 immediately going to go the outside of him. Now the 21 is going to go with his teammate down the bottom of the racetrack. He's going to abandon Jamie Shaw right there, but Ricky Miles is going to quickly come and pick him up and get into frame there. We've seen the 37 caught up in a couple things, but Sebastian knows how to get to the front as well. So now is this where the luck changes for the driver of the 37 machine and where he can get that thing up to the front? Now they're going to stay dedicated to the bottom. You heard Jamie Shaw say he's going to try to be the first car on the top side of this racetrack because with that side draft, it really is the preferred lane. But if you have somebody who can really push and push well on the bottom, sometimes you can defend it off. They're a little bit 3 wide now, officially 3 wide, heading into the tri-oval. Ricky Miles going to go up there, give him a little side draft. Made the driver panic a little bit, but unfortunately that's going to drop him as well through this field as Jamie Shaw now has succeeded on ditching that high lane and now going to move down in front of that lane. But he's kind of in no man's land. These guys in this back of this pack really need to sort it out, kind of stop racing each other side by side like this. Otherwise, that top 4 is going to continue to pull away. They have 1.8 seconds on them already. Quickly now, 2 seconds. So this side-by-side action is really killing this second pack. They really need to get it sorted out and work together. Otherwise, this top 4 with Zach King, Hong, Fassett, and Segredo, oh, man. He just corrected me last race, too. So I'm going to continue to mess it up. I don't know why. Zach King, but they're going to continue to pull away. They've got it up to 2.2 seconds now with these guys now. Luval and company with Jamie Shaw trying to push, but the 15 hanging on the quarter panel of the 5 right back here. Not going to help them go up. They're continuing to lose. Down to 3.2 seconds now back from the 15 car and 5. They really need to start to get single file and work together. Otherwise, they are going to continue to shoot themselves in the foot as the leaders come at a turn 4, 6 laps to go. This second pack, you can see just already, look at that gap that Jamie Shaw and Luva, out of shape, but they hang on to it. Look, they just from them being single file, they started to pull away from the other guys that were in this pack. Now the 5 and 26 are single file. The 15 really needs to stop hanging on the quarter panel. Somebody's got to get by. They really need to work together. It is now up to 3.2 seconds back from the 15 car to the leader. So they really need to get these cars single file here. Jamie Shaw, Ricky Miles, and Sebastian Michaels all right here. I think the 5 is just trying to get some air. But, yeah, same thing. They're getting racing again, and you can see how quickly now they are starting to lose the 84 and 88. If they want a chance to win this thing, somebody's got to lift here and let somebody in line. Otherwise, this is going to be a 4-car breakaway for the lead here. You see the 84 and 83 move up, trying to pull that high side with them. That will help. Now that lane should clear, but now the 15 goes back low. Man, you guys, I don't know. 7th and 8th must be the spot you want to be in this one because they are racing hard for it. They're just continuing to let the leaders walk away. 3.2 seconds up to the leader here. You see it down the back straightaway. These guys aren't even in shot yet. Going down, and this is from the blimp cam, so they're really going to hurt themselves. 3.3 seconds back to the 83 now. So this is where it's going to matter here. If these guys, they have enough time and the fuel to get up there and catch them, they just, with only 4 to go or 5 to go now, 4 to go, they're really shooting themselves in the foot. That's a lot to overcome right now. Almost 4 seconds. It is doable, especially if these guys up front get to racing, but just hanging side by side like that for 4 or 5 laps is absolutely, as of now, taking them out of the picture. You see the distance there all the way back, almost a complete corner. They're still side by side back here. So these guys just staying calm up front. If they can stay doing this, they know with about 2 laps to go, they can race as hard as they want, and this pack will never catch with them continuing to stay side by side. I don't know if, the 6th place is the coveted spot. It's P5 is Jamie Shaw leading this, but this is completely taking them out of the picture here. These guys really need to get it figured out. It's up to 4.3, which I'm going to say with 3 laps to go is now gotten, there's no way. The leaders are all single file. Even if they stayed side by side for 3 laps here, I don't think they're going to have what it takes to get up there. Now, if you're Zachary King, he's in the AWR chat. Oh, wow, 84. Somebody's around. They did wreck back there. The caution flag will fly, I believe. I believe we have some guys. Yes, yep, they have wrecked it, so the yellow flags come out. So now they have a chance at it. We're not getting the crash notification, but we're going to go back here and see what we can see. Yeah, they got them all wadded up back here. This pack really did not want to give anything up. The 12's going to slide up there. And the 15's a little out of shape, I think, from the door check. But then the 26 is going to come back underneath the 12. The 12, again, kind of self-clears there. I have a feeling the 12 or the 72, whichever you want to call it, is kind of tired of the 15 side drafting and really checking these guys up. Maybe he just gave him a shot in the door. Let's rewind it here one more time. Ricky Miles looking like he's going to get it in as well. So, yeah, you see here the 15 car has just been side drafted. 26 trying to get by. Gets a little out of shape there. A little bit of net code. And then, okay, so that's just what happened. A little net code. But I have a feeling he ran him up the hill to try to stop the side draft because that took these guys out of the picture. If that caution flag did not fly, that was it for them. There was no way. You see the sparks flying out from under that car right here. So now, if you are the guys out front who did not pit the last time around, I know we are in green-white checker territory, but let's go ahead and look to see how long they've been out there. 13 laps are Mr. King already. Have to imagine that he's going to want fuel as well as Jerry Bassett here as this one winds down. Now the rest of the guys. Now the pack's going to be together. You technically have enough for one green-white checker. You do have some caution laps, but does anybody else want to go and top off? Now that we've seen the aggressiveness go up, we could see a couple more yellow flags. So it sounded like the 13's got that car off, but he is down on the apron there. So I don't know if he's out of fuel or not. Try to get a better camera angle of it here. Oh, 13's going to stay on the racetrack. Ooh, boy. He's thinking, he's banking on it staying green here after this yellow. So Jerry Bassett will bring them down the track. It looks like Hong, Shaw, and Ricky Miles stayed out on the racetrack. So they are going to, they're going to be in a tough spot there. Ricky, let's see the last time Ricky was on pit road here. Let's get a better look at this. So Ricky Miles, oh, I see a sliver on there. So did Ricky might have to go tail end for pitting too soon. Might be what happened there. I'm thinking he had damage. He went in and got it fixed, but he might have to go tail end. Otherwise, he'd be in a perfect spot right now with just having pitted. You see the 26 going around the racetrack there as well. So Zach King continuing to lead. Oh, boy, his fuel situation has got to be tight. It's got to be super, super, super tight in that car here. Let's see. Let's try again. The driver of the 71 machine, Mr. Bassett. You've had the car up front. Good majority of the race. Just had to give up a little track position to go and get some fuel. Imagine you got enough fuel now here to make it the rest of the way. And what's it going to take to get back to the front and then keep that car there?
Not that far back, thank God. Hammer down, I guess.
So I saw the Mr. King there in your chat. Is he an AWR driver or is he just in general chat?
He's just in general chat.
All right, so he's in general chat. He has got to be very close on fuel.
Yeah, especially if we have another.
Oh, so you're counting them out already. Are we going green? I'm seeing them kind of stack it up here. I don't want to keep you if you're going green. Okay, 2 to go. So now I got to imagine Mr. King is very close on fuel. Well, we'll see if we can get that Chrome 71 to victory lane here this evening and get another chat with you before we call it a night.
Yeah, I'm gonna push the hell out of this number 11. So
He's been sporty, so I think that's a good choice to go with there.
I thought so too.
All righty, we'll catch up with you. Well, let's bring in another driver here. Let's bring in the 5 of Ricky Miles. Ricky, sitting 6th right now. Got yourself a full tank of fuel. What's it going to take to get the 5 car back to victory lane here?
I need a little help, man. Maybe we can get old Jamie up here a little bit, might have a little luck here, but right now it's just trying to stay clean.
Yeah, I got caught up in some other people's kerfuckles, we'll call them. But now up in 6, is there a lane that you're preferring to stay in? Are you going to try to let this 84 up? You try to stay down, or just whatever lane's moving?
Pretty much what's moving, probably for a little bit.
There you go. All right. Well, good luck to you. Hopefully we get a chat with you here. Hopefully you put that car in victory lane. I'd like to see a Ricky Miles win here. Hang on to that wheel, hold her tight, and put that pedal to the floor.
I hear you.
Ricky Miles in the 5 machine there. I do see Alex Leeball. He snuck himself into general chat there. Like, I like to take my 24 car when I'm not racing, but no, it's all good. Oh, there we go. 3.5 on fuel. Yeah, so the King is definitely close on fuel there. Definitely, if he gets a green-white checker like Jerry was assuming, he'd be pretty close. But hey, we've had some green flag racing to the end of these S&M races here lately. So you never know. If he gets another caution, I imagine he's going to unfortunately have to give up that track position. But for now, he is your leader on coming to a green-white checker. The pace truck getting ready to pull off. There he goes. Coming down pit road, we are going to be in green-white checker territory. Zach King in the restart zone. He is away. Green-white checker from Daytona. Some guys getting a little sideways jumping on the accelerator there as they head off into turn number 1. Now you heard a little bit of testiness from the 84 in the direction of the 13. So now, what does the 84 do? Does the 84 try to get him out there? Now the 71 all over the back bumper of the 11 there on the high side as these speeds continue to build. It's going to be tough, but they do clear them at a 2. You see him just getting up into the 180s now. Noah, what does the 11 do? Does the 11 stay high or does he jump low? Looking like now he will stay on the high side of the racetrack. They are going to prevail. Ricky Miles is going to give a little love tap to the wall. Don't do that, Ricky. Going to stack them all up. There they go. They did that. Keep that thing out of the wall, Ricky. Put your hands on that wheel. Come on now. As they head out of turn 4 now, Mi Hong still in the lead on the outside. Zach King on the inside. We are on the final lap here from Daytona. The 15 car has made his way back up to the front as well. He has had a strong night. The 11 leading him into turns 1 and 2. Now the 13 drawing even as they come out of turn 2. The 13 in the lead. The 11 is going to try to side draft. The 15 looking for anywhere to go. He's going to try to, he tried to self-clear. He's going to go around, but for now we're going to keep our eyes on the action up front. The 5's going to go ahead and make a move to the inside of the racetrack. Now, here comes Jamie Shaw and Ricky Miles there. 2 teammates coming through the middle of 3 and 4. Now, when does Jamie make his move? Does he try to get to the high side? He doesn't know if he's going to have help. Now they're starting to wreck behind him. Jamie Shaw coming down, beating on the door of the 13. 13's coming up to the wall. They're beat. They bang. It's going to be Zach King there at the line. A great finish. The guys sitting there beating on each other's door. Don't wreck each other, though. They race it out to the line. What a finish. Kind of reminded me of the old Harvick Mark Martin finish, but Zach King is going to grab the victory here from Daytona tonight for the S&M Series. Woo! What a finish there. We'll get that queued up for you guys. Again, one more time here. Coming down to it out of turn 4. Jamie Shaw makes his move there. Some of the guys getting a little out of shape in the back. The 37 trying to make a move. The 5's trying to get up with his teammate that he sees that the high side's clear. The 13 comes up, roughs up the 84. He comes up again, roughs up the 84. It's going to kill his momentum just a little bit. They come to the line, and here is your finish. The 84 going to turn back down, try to give him one more shot. Right there is the finish of the race. What a great finish. Let's bring in your P1 finisher for this evening's race. Let's bring in Mr. Zach King. Congratulations on the win, buddy.
Thank you.
Well, some beating and banging, some rough stuff there with the 84 coming to the line. You both keep it straight. How much fun was it to get behind the wheel and grab the victory here tonight?
That was probably some of my best super speedway driving I think I've done in a while. I was lifting off the gas, I was running 80% throttle the whole time that back straightaway. Even when we were passing the 11 and everything, but that was just to keep him behind me, so he wasn't able to get a big run on me. But yeah, that was phenomenal. I knew he was gonna be able to try to get a side draft, so I was trying to just keep him behind me as long as I could. And then when he looked to the outside, I was like, okay. And then we had some night code, and it sent me up into him, so I was like, okay. And then I guess we were just dooring each other to the line. I was not trying to let it go out my hands.
Oh, there you go. Well, you come away at a photo finish. Congratulations on the win, bud.
Thank you.
Our P2 finisher here tonight, Mr. Jamie Shaw. Some beating, some banging. Just needed a little bit more help from your teammate coming to the line.
Yeah, it was close. I was struggling to get the 13 past everybody so that I could make a move, but I think I made it just a little bit too soon, and didn't work out.
Well, still a great finish there for you and your guys there. Ricky Miles right up behind you. Did you just need Ricky to get there just a tad slower? I know they were wrecking outside of him. Not much he could really do on that one.
If he had been there, he might have been able to give me an extra little bump to get past there. But that was a good finish.
Yeah, great finish. Congratulations on P2 tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
Jamie Shaw grabbing P2 here this evening. Let's just go ahead. I want to bring this back up. Let's just show you. He didn't lead the most laps out there tonight, but definitely led a couple of them. I'm trying to get ahead and get the race data up, but unfortunately, I think we got to go live. Yeah, we're out here. We'll see if the 13's burning it down somewhere. He's on pit road right now. So, he did lead 19 laps of this race. So he was out front for quite a bit of that one. We'll go ahead and get a little rewind, see if we can get, if he captured a burnout in for you on the racetrack as we continue to go through the field here. Well, before we do that, let's go ahead and bring up your final race results here this evening. There we go. Zach King going ahead and getting it done out there on the racetrack by .013 here this evening over Jamie Shaw. Ricky Miles, P3. Let's see. The 11, Mi Hong in fourth. Dakota Cook will round out the top 5 as you see the rest of the finishing order here this evening. As we get a look at the 13 car, burning it down from the start-finish line here at Daytona, rolling up here by the start-finish line, and going to burn it down. While we do that, let's bring in tonight's P3 finish there. Ricky, P3 tonight.
Yeah, man, I tell you, I was trying to help Jamie there, but the leader kind of pushed him up out of the bush and made me look like I was behind him. And I was trying to go to the high side, but I could have just been there a little bit sooner. I think we might have pulled off a 1 and 2 there.
Yeah, it was close. What did you see on the last lap there? You were on the high side. You jumped to the bottom. Some chaos in the mirror. Were you ever lifting, or was it just go time?
It was just go time, pretty much.
There you go. Well, congrats on the P3 here this evening.
Yeah, man, appreciate it.
Well, you see it there. The 13 car going ahead and getting it done here this evening from Daytona under the lights. Zach King gonna go ahead and grab the victory here this evening. Like you said, we're gonna be broadcasting all week long for the S&M series. Really shouldn't have anything to interrupt the schedule. So from today until the weekend, we should have every race broadcasted for you guys here simultaneously on YouTube, CSR broadcast, or if you're watching on Twitch, Craig839210 on Twitch. Both the links are up there, whether you are on Twitch or YouTube here this evening. Check out the S&M iRacing series here on iRacing. Just type it in the hosted sessions at 9 o'clock. The S&M Motorsports. They're always doing some great super speedway racing in the same tradition that we had here tonight, 15, 30, and then the finish. Or if it is a longer race like they like to put up on the weekends for the main event, 70 or 100 laps, it will end up being lap 15, 35, 50, and 70 for the 100-lap races. For your stages, the top 5 is always posted on social media. They upload those almost every single night or the very next morning. So if you would like to share some of your stuff to your friends and family there on social media, they do that as well. We put up highlight videos across the social media platforms as well. The Discord also is very, very active. It is it's a great community. There's over 250 people in it in less than a year. It just continues to grow, which is great. Really enjoy everyone kind of coming out and checking that out. There's guys that will help you build your sim rig of your dreams as cheap as possible. If you're having issues with iRacing, there's some smart guys in there that know how to go ahead and do all of that. It's a great community. There's a beef chat that can get pretty animated sometimes, which is awesome. Instead of these guys arguing over the mic, they just save their clip and put it up there for everyone to kind of argue and discuss amongst each other there, talk a little crap, talk a little shit. over there, so it's great. But these guys race with each other every night, so some of these things happen. Well, for the S&M series and the CSR broadcast channel, thank you guys for checking us out here this evening. Zach King grabbing the win from Daytona here this evening. Earlier was Trevor Haley at Talladega. If you guys just hit a like, you don't have to subscribe. Subscriptions help. But, oh, there we go. We got, apparently we got another Facebook. Dakota Edward just found us on social media. There you go. Just how quick it can happen sometimes. I put the Discord link in the chat for you guys. Check it out. Others, like I said, there's a ton of guys. It's extremely active. So you might have to mute your server every now and again there. But check it out. These guys are racing every single night, usually even during the weekdays. We're putting up 2 50-lap races. So absolutely awesome to continue to see that happen here for the S&M series. Again, just want to give a shout out here to Highline Racing Network, our virtual AI-generated sports center, RSI Broadcasting on YouTube. Check them out. He does the S&M series as well as a couple other ones. Everyone wanted to go here tonight, but tonight it belongs to Zach King. He goes home in the 13 car in P3. One last shout out here, Blind Squirrel Media as well on YouTube. Does a lot of highlight videos for several different series, including some of the leagues that some of these guys are independently in, whether that be for money, whether it just be points racing. Hopefully, we are going to kind of follow suit. I know Wednesday's coming up. We should have some broadcasts from the iRacers Lounge podcast racing league that they have coming up. We should be doing their Wednesday nights here in November. So looking forward to how those guys coming out and checking out the channel along with you guys and continuing to do the S&M series. Well, tonight belongs to Zach King. Again, if you guys can just do me a favor, if you like, follow, comment, share it, subscribe, whichever. You don't have to. Like I said, we don't need your money. It is much appreciated. However, just a follow helping us continue to build these channels would be great. Well, from everyone here at the CSR Broadcast Channel, thank you guys so much for checking it out. Until next time.